Hey guys, it's Mana here, and we're back with Lucid9. I'm not sure how much is left, but we are going to see maybe if we can get it done today. I don't know. After I finish this game, I think I'm going to go back to doing visual novels on Mondays, a popular game on Wednesdays, and maybe a horror game. Scary game on Fridays. But we'll see what happens. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. My brain is just like, what do we want to do? I don't know. So we're going to jump back into Lucid9 and see what happens. Alright? We stride into the warm, spring-tinted air. Misaki turns to me, pasting on a smile. Thanks for ditching school with me, Yama. No problem. Maybe we can do this again sometime. You're planning on becoming a delinquent now? I mean, eating at GFC. I miss enough class as it is. In that case, sure. I'd like that. Until then, later! With that, Misaki waves animatedly, hurrying off to work. Ooh, you okay there? It was nice, honestly. Spending time with her made me actually relax. I'm ready to head back to my apartment, but a sudden ping brings my attention to my phone. Ha 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 ha. Oh, it's Wednesday. Although I'm still off on the date, but whatever. Akira, searching for the meaning of life since 1956 BC. Oh, it was my tablet. Sup, General? Heard from a little bird in a turd that you were feeling a bit under the weather. Want to swing by Drama Club? It's a party. Figuratively speaking, of course. Drama Club? Now? Well, I guess technically I have nothing better to do. Sure, let's go to the Drama Club. It's not a bad idea. Some make-believe might just be what I need, especially with Akira, if that display on the rooftop is anything to go by. What classroom? 2C. Be there or be a cupcake. Because, you know, a square is just so yesterday. And cupcakes are delicious. I rolled my eyes, but I'm smirking as I enter the classroom. What, did we just teleport there? Jeez. Yeah, this should make my day considerably less crappy. 2C is just as generic as 3B. In fact, the only difference with my class is that it's currently filled with a scattered group of students. The number seems to be fewer than when I was last here. Good day, General. Akira pops from behind the desk, face shining in a cheery grin. Glad you decided to join us. I end up smiling back. So, what's going on today? Oh, just improv exercises, having some fun and all that jazz. Our impromptu performance the other day was about as successful as a Puritan party, so we're taking today to relax and gather our morale. So, it didn't go well. I can say with 100% confidence that it was absolutely terrible. And that's why the room is so empty? I see that nothing escapes your eye, Mr. Holmes. I just finished binge-watching Sherlock. I need more. I'm not okay with how it ended. I need more. Yes, many of our own number have deserted us. We are left stranded in the desert, wretched, alone. Oh, woe! Despite the dramaticism of her tone, I notice that she seems to be happier. You like that there's less people, don't you? Well, that sounds so unpleasant. Rather, a smaller and more intimate group provides for better screen time coverage in the case that our lives are made into a show. A show? What? Think about it. Stories with large ensemble casts often purely focus on external conflict, while smaller casts allow room for individual character development and realization. Ayame. That's how a lot of TV shows work, you know? Oh, you're not going to jump up here? And that's why smaller casts are worse for you, if you break a bone. Just when I thought I was beginning to understand her, something like this happens. Hi, are you going to come up? You're not going to stay? Oh, God, there's hair just the cat hair's everywhere. Oh, God, the hair. It's everywhere. I need to brush you. Ow, tail in the face. I'm being abused. I see. Of course you do. You have 2 functioning eyes. Before I can respond to this absurdly literal statement, the club president claps her hands, gathering the attention in the room. Okay, guys, I don't think anyone else is coming. Let's get started. The group shuffles into a circle. The president's eyes land on me. Her eyes widen noticeably. Oh, Yama Ishimoto. Great to have you here. You remember me? Can I help you? Bump. Why, of course. Akira. Akira frantically makes some kind of vague gesture with her hands. The president coughs. Akira brought you here. Foreign spy, right? It wasn't that long ago. Notice their unusual actions, but decide to ignore it. Right. Well, you're in luck. Today I've got some great exercises planned. You guys ready? The group, though small, lets out a hearty roar. The president slides a hat toward the middle of the room. Inside it lies a tangled mass of paper. Okay, let's just do some warm-up improv. Akira, do you mind? It'd be my pleasure, Prez. She eagerly shuffles forward and snatches a random slip. Her eyes drift over the words. My character is a lawyer. Good. Tatsuya, why don't you match her? Sure thing, Prez. He also extracts a slip and snorts in disbelief. A dragon with an attachment complex to his captive princess. Great, you guys know the drill. 3 minutes. Ready? Akira straightens, adjusting her jacket. Her partner leaps onto the desk and curls lithely as if he's actually a dragon. Go. Akira strides forward, whipping her finger to her partner. Hold it! Mr. Dragon, are you not aware of the severe consequences associated with kidnapping? It's a serious felony offense. Your lightest sentence will be the equivalent to 20 human years or more if you do not cooperate at once. No, you can't take her from me. She's mine, my precious. Akira slaps her hand convincingly on the table. Your Honor, the defendant... We're not in court of law, little lawyer. Go away before I fry you to a crisp. Take that! I thought dragons were supposed to be creatures of honor. Must I challenge you to a duel? Her partner gives a long, dreary sigh, as if genuinely disturbed by Akira's incessant presence. Fine. You want to know, little lawyer, why I refuse to forfeit my precious? Enlighten me. Simply this, little lawyer. You are playing by the code of humans. I am playing by the code of dragons. Shall I tell you what the code of dragons states? That a dragon can kidnap any poor innocent soul whenever they so please? No, in fact, little lawyer, it is prohibited for a dragon to withhold a precious maiden for more than 24 hours against her will, bearing the major extenuating circumstance, which is, if the place to which she must return is worse than in our possession. The room gasps slightly. Even Akira's confidence falters. What? My dear precious, little lawyer was cruelly abused in her own castle. It is safer for her here than anywhere else. But that can't be... A brief silence falls on the group, punctuated by a shrill tone of an alarm. The club president hastily waves her phone as the room breaks into applause. Time's up! Great job, Akira, Tatsuya. That was really creative. That plot twist was a brilliant comeback, Tatsuya. Whoops! Clicking off screen. It was so fun to watch. When Akira sits next to me, I lean closer to her. So, this is just an improv where anything goes? Actually, it's more like a battle of wits. As the improv continues, a scenario is created where each person clearly takes one side. While staying in character, they must figure out how to win the battle of wits before time is up. That doesn't seem very even. Oh no, I'm just no good at it. You see, I should have said that the princess was actually Spartan. Therefore, what the dragons perceive as abuse, society perceives as normal. That kind of improv concept is interesting. I never thought of something like that before. Okay, next. Yama, want to give it a try? Sure. I pluck a slip of paper from the hat. Just my luck. A delinquent boy. What'd you get, General? An honorable samurai? A terrific knight? Sorry to disappoint, but... Hi, guys. So sorry for being late. Rui! Suddenly the door flies open and Rui comes rocketing into the room, dumping her backpack on the ground. My mind runs completely blank. Rui. She's part of the drama club. I'd completely forgotten. Oh, perfect timing, Rui. Why don't you play opposite of Yama? We're doing battle improv. Rui's eyes land on mine, surprise etched clearly over her features. Guilt churns in my stomach as she shuffles away, her smile adopting a clearly awkward tint. I probably... Come on, the hat's waiting. I think I forgot something. She inches through the doorway. I wrap my fingers in my pockets, trying to stem the stifled air out of my lungs. Rui? Rui halts in her steps, staring pleadingly at Akira. Why don't you be Yama's partner? Horror spreads across Rui's face. Fierce indignation rears in my stomach. I bite my tongue to keep my words back. Why, of all days for her to interfere? Why today? Does she know what happened between Rui and me? Is this her way of exacting revenge since she got in a fight with Rui? I have to go, Akira. What? Rui? Rui quickly scoops up her backpack and bolts from the room. Akira's face falls. Well, it was worth a shot. What's gotten her so antsy? An uncomfortable silence descends upon the room. It's more than I can bear. I hurriedly grab my backpack, and my mind's still clouded with anger. Sorry. I have to go too. Thanks for the performance, though. Wait, you too? Already? General, why? Goodbye, Akira. I'm barely able to keep the snap out of my voice as I rush out of the classroom. I stop only when I break into fresh air. My thoughts, now broken from their mold, are racing uncontrollably in my head. Rui, train, Soji's death, seeing Rui, yelling at Rui, hurting Rui. Even forgot that she was in the drama club. General, hold up! Akira sprints to me, face wrought with worry. Why'd you leave all of a sudden? I clenched my jaw, working to keep my words civil. Akira, I need you to be honest with me. Okay. Did you also ask Rui to come to drama club today? She usually comes, but I wanted to make sure. That's answer enough. Why did you want to make sure? Because you wanted us to meet? Well, yes. Akira, please. I've told you this before, but you need to stop meddling. Look, Rui and I fought yesterday. What just happened in that classroom? Well, I think you might have made the scenario a whole lot worse. General, I know that you and Rui fought. What? My anger blossoms in my stomach. Then why did you plan this? Did you intentionally try to make us miserable? Is this because you and Rui are on bad terms? No! Rui and I made up a long time ago. Well, actually, it was just yesterday. But still! This appeases me slightly. I tried to withhold my accusations. Then why? You need to make up with Rui, General. I wasn't there, so I don't know who was wrong and who was right. but it's always best to apologize first. The words are unusually straight and simple, especially coming from her. Still, I don't appreciate how she's meddling, yet again. Here's the thing. I don't even know if we will make up. We just might not talk to each other again. Move on with our lives. That's exactly what can't happen, General. Don't you see? You move on, you leave loose ends, and you end up with regrets that fester inside you like mozzarella cheese in an Indian summer. So, kind of a disgusting thought. It's kind of gross. Even if it's painful, you need to make up. Because by the time you're ready, it's too late. She sinks into the bench. For the first time I realize that her chipper demeanor belies an exhausted face. Too late. She spends a moment in pensive silence before she speaks. I can sense a story behind her heavy words. General, you know Soji, the unfortunate soul who recently died? I do. More than I wish I did. He was in my class. Take a moment to swallow this fact. Soji had to be part of a class, of course. Just hadn't thought of it of such an association. Allah! I saw him, General. I knew Akane. I knew their relationship. I knew that she disappeared and he was taking it hard. I saw all the signs, every single one. He'd joke about suicide. He wouldn't talk with anyone except his closest friend, Haru. But Haru was in a different class. He wouldn't eat, wouldn't sleep. He even was giving his stuff away. And he was saying goodbye to everyone. It's morbidly fascinating. Even while I can sense the heavy sense of guilt in Akira's words, I find the back of my mind cataloging that Soji was planning to die. That incident at the train was suicide. I quickly catch myself. Now's not the time to think about this. I need to understand Akira. The weight associated with her guilt is not something that she should bear in the first place. He was a textbook example of a suicidal thinker, General, and I just ignored him. Too awkward to talk to him, too weird to approach him normally. I did nothing. Rui talked with him. She did what I should have. She did? When did she? No, I shouldn't be surprised. That's something Rui would do. Rui, with her big, soft heart. The heart that I brutally crushed. Akira, that just shows that his death isn't your fault. If Soji died regardless of what she said... No, General, I could have done something. If I had just talked to him, if I had just smiled once, just waved once, just let him know that he mattered. He died, General. He died, and it was too late. I'd always thought that Akira's bubbly exterior would allow all the troubles of the world to bounce right off her skin. But she's taking Soji's death harder than anyone I've seen. The pain in her voice is nearly palpable. General, that's what can't happen with Rui. Life is just too short. You don't know what's blah, blah, blah. Life is just too short. You don't know what the next day will bring. You could get run over by a car, or Rui could get run over by a car, or a nuclear bomb will hit Isamu and wipe out the entire population. It might sound stupid, but you have to make up now before you have any regrets. She laces her fingers together and stares at them. So please, talk with Rui, General. Don't let the skirmish turn into a 7-year war. It's clear and open, and everything, not Akira, but everything Akira, all at once. I know I should be empathizing with her pain, but all I can think is that I'm impressed. There's much more to her, a deep heart that I never knew was there. I'll try to make up. I try to smile reassuringly. She returns it, her shoulders relaxing. Well, if you need some aid, you can always call for backup. I have a particularly dangerous concoction known as the matchmaking plan. All it requires is a nearby movie theater and a bouquet of roses. This isn't for a date. Well, Who says that it can't be? I snorted this, but it comes out a little more affectionate than I was expecting. Let's stick with a simple apology. Well, General, even if you want to be boring, I do want to give you any help I can offer. Thanks for the thought, but it's something I should do myself. It's between me and Rui, so I'll take responsibility for it, not you. Akira freezes at this statement. Did I hurt her feelings? I appreciate the offer, though. She only averts her gaze and shuffles away. It concerns me. Akira? Huh? What's wrong? Nothing. I just, That's really cool of you, General. It's very admirable. Admirable? That I take responsibility for my own crap? Well, I don't know. It's time for me to get going. It must be. They'll all be wondering where I am. See you, General. Thanks for stopping by. And please, make up with Rui soon. Bye! And just as suddenly as she appeared, Akira bolts away. Her words are strange. Her analogies are unthinkable. And half the time, I'm not sure if we're speaking the same language. But today, I felt closer with her than most of my longtime friends. Amazingly enough, I think that we're actually starting to reach some semblance of understanding. I head back to my apartment, pondering the encounter in my mind. It's still light out by the time I return. The day stretches ahead of me, full of possibilities that don't actually exist. I could study, if there was any point in doing so. I could hang out with my friends, if I hadn't already screwed them over somehow. I should just talk to them, honestly, and apologize. At the very least, hear their side of the story. Try to understand what exactly is going on in their minds. And yet, I don't. Even I'm not completely sure why. The only clue lies in this nagging thought in the back of my mind. Maybe it's better that they don't know you. Maybe it's better if they didn't have to blow off classes in order to find vague clues for an even vaguer case. Maybe it's better if they weren't forced to deal with some depressed kid who never got over his sister's death. Maybe their lives would be easier. If that's the case, the only thing I can do for anyone, really, is to solve this case. Solve this case and stay out of the way. The key lies in my laps. Everything could change depending on what I saw last night. You're a coward. We'll see about that. Oh, it's the water fountain. Okay. I need to know why that exchange took place and what it meant. I break out of my train of thought, pondering my next course of action. If the doctors can be trusted, all I need is a stronger trigger. Something that can give my brain a nice kick. And I'm going to end it here on this little cliffhanger because I get the feeling we're about to do something very stupid. I don't know what, but I get the feeling it's going to be stupid. So, I'm going to end it here. We'll pick up and see what stupid thing we do next because stupid is Yama's MO. I want to know. I need to know what's going to happen. So we'll pick up here on Friday, and I will see you guys later. And remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You may just save a life. Bye! Also, let me know what you think of the editing on this video and the last one, because I couldn't, when I went to load the footage into Movie Maker, because I like simple editing software, it all got really distorted and nasty, and you couldn't see anything. So I installed Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm working with that and trying to teach myself how to use it. And I'd like some feedback on it because I don't know if I like it or not. I don't even know if I'm using it right. But I love feedback, so if you give me some feedback, that'd be awesome. Anywho, logging off now. Bye!